Every crazy TV show theory that might actually be true. Explained. 1. Stranger Things. Will is the final key, and Eddie is Kay's. Fans have predicted for years that Will Byers isn't just part of the story, he is the story's endgame. The Duffers have said point blank that Will takes center stage in the final chapter, and that his emotional arc ties the series together. That's why people keep reading into his connection to the Upside Down and Vecna. The show keeps pointing back to him. Another fan favorite theory. Eddie Munson returns as a version of Cass the Bloody-Handed from D&D, Vecna's right-hand man who betrays him. The Kaz idea blew up on Reddit after Season 4 because of Eddie's guitar, his bat wounds, and the show's constant D&D mirroring. It's not confirmed, but the symbolism is why the theory won't die. 2. Breaking Bad. Walt really poisoned Brock. This started as a theory and became an accepted fact. The Season 4 finale shows the Lily of the Valley plant at Walt's home, and later dialogue confirms Walt poisoned Brock to manipulate Jesse against Gus. Creator Vince Gilligan has discussed why the reveal plays the way it does. There's no bigger twist than realizing Walt would poison a child. How he did it remains debated, but the intent isn't. 3. Game of Thrones. Tyrion is secretly a Targaryen. The long-running book show theory says Tyrion isn't Tywin's son. He's Aerys II's bastard with Joanna Lannister. Fans point to Tywin's hatred, Tyrion's dragon obsession, and dragon room scenes as hints. Mainstream outlets catalogued the clues during the show's run. It was never confirmed on TV, but in the books, it's still open enough that people keep making the case. 4. The Office. Toby is, or isn't, the Scranton Strangler, the internet's favorite office rabbit hole. NBC even fed the flames with a Making a Murderer-style spoof called Making a Strangler. Fans highlight Toby's jury guilt, his prison visit, where he gets strangled, and a pile of tiny clues. But show Paul Lieberstein, Toby, later said on the Office Ladies podcast that Toby wasn't written as the Strangler, which still hasn't stopped the debate. 5. Westworld, Season 1, The Multiple Timelines Theory. Before the show revealed it, Reddit sleuths pulled apart wardrobe, logos, scars, and dialogue to argue Season 1 was telling the story in 2 eras, and that the Man in Black was an older William. Major outlets documented how fans solved it as the season aired. When the finale hit, the theory was essentially confirmed, proving that sometimes the internet really does crack the code. 6. The Simpsons. Homer's been in a coma since 1993. One of the most famous TV theories. After a 1993 episode where Homer ends up in the hospital, some fans claim everything afterward is his long dream, which explains the show's wilder tone and endless cameos. Entertainment sites have broken it down for years. Creators haven't endorsed it, but as a lens for late-era Simpsons, it's weirdly persuasive. 7. Lost, were they dead the whole time? Answer, no, and yes. Here's the clean version. The island events were real. The flash sideways in Season 6 is a kind of afterlife space where characters meet again. The showrunners have said many times the island wasn't purgatory, while later retrospectives explain why the ending still felt that way to some viewers. It's the rare theory that's half true, depending on which timeline you mean. 8. The Walking Dead x Breaking Bad. Same universe? Fans noticed Merle's stash in early TWD includes blue meth that looks a lot like Heisenberg's product. Writers and crew have called it an Easter egg. But the visual is so on the nose that crossover theories never went away. Think of it as a fun might be, rather than a hard confirmation. If you like clear breakdowns like this, hit subscribe and drop a comment with the wildest TV theory you still believe. I'll read them all.